Have you ever wondered what your IP address is and how to find it? Well, let's start by unraveling what an IP address actually is. IP stands for Internet Protocol, and your IP address is a unique series of numbers and periods that identifies your device on the internet. It's similar to your home address, but for your computer, smartphone, or other web-connected gadgets. Now, why should you know your IP address? Imagine you're sending a letter. You'd need to know the address to deliver it correctly, right? The same principle applies to the digital world. Your IP address allows data to be sent and received in the right places. But don't worry, finding your IP address isn't as complicated as it sounds. We'll guide you through a step-by-step process to locate it on various devices. So, are you ready to discover your IP address? Let's dive in. If you're a Windows user, finding your IP address is relatively straightforward. Start by opening the command prompt. You can do this by pressing the Windows key and the R key simultaneously. This will open the Run dialog box. In this box, type CMD and hit Enter, which will open the command prompt window. Now in this newly opened window, you want to type the word ipconfig and press Enter. This command will display a list of information about your network. Among this information, you'll find your IP address. But where exactly is it? Well, you're looking for a line that says IPv4 address. Right next to this label, you'll see a series of numbers separated by periods. This, my friends, is your IP address, and there you have it. Your IP address if you're using a Windows device. Now, if you're more of a Mac person, don't worry, we've got you covered too. Navigating this process on a Mac is just as simple, if not even more straightforward. First things first, you'll need to open the terminal. You can find this in the Utilities folder within Applications, or you could use Spotlight Search by pressing Command and Spacebar together and just type in Terminal. Once the terminal is open, you're going to type a command. This command is ifconfig. So go ahead and type that in, followed by pressing the Enter key. Once you've done that, a lot of information will appear on your screen. Don't be overwhelmed. You're looking for a section that starts with N0. Within this section, you'll see Inet, followed by a series of numbers. This sequence of numbers is your IP address. And just like that, you've found your IP address on your Mac device. But what if you're on a mobile device? Don't worry, we didn't forget about you. Finding your IP address on mobile devices is quite simple, whether you're using an Android or an iOS device. For Android users, start by opening the Settings app. From there, tap on Network and Internet, then Wi-Fi, and finally on the network you're connected to. Your IP address will be listed under IP address. Now, for those of you using an iOS device, the process is slightly different but still straightforward. Open the Settings app and tap on Wi-Fi. Then, tap on the I icon next to the network you're connected to. Your IP address will be listed under IPv4 address. So, whether you're an Android aficionado or an iOS enthusiast, finding your IP address on your mobile device is just a few taps away. And voila! You now know how to find your IP address on any device. Remember, your IP address is like your digital fingerprint. It's unique to you and your device.